Hey, do you blog or have you thought about using a blog to raise money for your nonprofit? Maybe you see some other organizations doing it and you're trying to figure out, like, how do we do this and how do we make it work? I'm Sandy Reese, Chief Encouragement Officer here at Get Fully Funded, where we show small nonprofits how to raise money. And today I want to give you some insight into how to use a blog for fundraising. Blogging is really fun if you do it right. I have been blogging since 2007, so quite a few years, and blogging has changed some over the years. But essentially it's a way to express your thoughts or share a story, share some videos, share an image or a photo. There's so much that you can share that really, when you combine all those things, it's a lot more engaging than just writing words. If you haven't noticed, people don't really read anymore. They skim, or they'll watch a really short video, or they just want to look at a few pictures. And a blog gives you a really great platform to do just that, to share those kinds of things and engage people in the work your organization does. Okay, so there's a couple of things I want to share with you about blogging. Number one is you got to be consistent. So if you're going to use your blog as a fundraising tool, the first thing you have to do is be very consistent about posting. So you can decide if you want to post once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. I think once a month is probably not quite enough, so I would either do twice a month or once a week. But whatever you decide to do, you have to commit to it and you have to do it. The consistency is part of what builds the anticipation that people have of looking forward to the next thing that you're going to write. Now, on the inside of that, is it a lot of work? Yes, it is. That means you have to be thinking about the content and planning it out. You have to create maybe an editorial calendar. You have to really think about what you're going to share and when. So what I do, actually, I do create an editorial calendar for my own blog, and we have an article on our blog about how to do that. So you can go find it over at getfullyfunded.com. So the first thing is you want to be very consistent. The second thing is you got to have something worth writing about. So you can't just post any random thing because people will not read or consume random information anymore. So you want something that's short and punchy. You want to tell a story. You want to grab the heartstrings. Really, you want to make people feel that there's hope for resolving the issue or the problem that your organization is here to address. So if you're trying to feed the hungry, you got to give people hope that it's possible, that you're at least helping somebody. If you're trying to protect the environment, you got to give people hope that this is doable, that you can make change for the environment. Okay, so you got that? So you got to be very consistent. You got to have something worth writing about. And then if you want to use your blog as a fundraising tool, you can't just be ask, ask, ask. You got to balance it out with all the feel-good stuff. As a matter of fact, I recommend that you post 3 things that make the reader feel good, and then you can ask. So for every 3 stories where you're making people feel good, you're giving them that good connection, then you can ask them to join you in making something happen. I hate it when I go look at nonprofit blogs and every article is like, buy a ticket to our event, make a donation for this project, sign up to be a monthly donor. It's ask, ask, ask. That's not how you want to use your blog. You want to think of your blog as a communication tool. It's a way to connect with people. Ultimately, you want to have a way for people to opt in, and when you post on the blog, you're emailing it out to people so they're getting it in their inbox, and you want them to look forward to reading it. That means you got to post consistently. You got to have something that's worth reading. And you can't just be ask, ask, ask. If you'll follow those 3 guidelines, you'll be on your way to raising more money with a blog. Now, if you want more tips like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we share these kind of tips here on YouTube pretty regularly. And you can also go over to our blog at getfullyfunded.com/blog and you'll find a lot of good stuff there. By the way, if you're viewing this and you're not on YouTube, go to getfullyfundedtv.com. That's where you're going to find our YouTube channel. You'll find dozens of other videos. You can binge watch all of them if you want. And be sure and leave us a comment so we can hear what you're thinking or what you're learning or what you'd like to learn. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.